Hey, welcome everyone to Movement Yoga. I'm here with Kathy Cormier this morning. Thursday, 9 a.m. tends to be our time, although we do switch it around occasionally. If you'd like to work us or see us work on anything in particular, please put it in the chat. So I'll mark the edge of the frame here. There. One break there. That's pretty good. All right. Kathy, are you ready to come up?
Yes, I am.
All right, come on up.
Thank you.
Get your water.
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Good morning, ants.
Ooh, good ants too. Don't want those on camera.
You won't see them. All right, oh, I'm ready. Excellent.
All right, anything you want to work on today?
Thoracic spine.
Thoracic spine mobilization. Awesome. All right. Well, let's find our feet, hands on hips as we march it from side to side. Yeah, a little bit bigger. As you lift those knees, you get a little karate kick. Be careful.
Balance too.
Balance and thoracic spine mobilization. And then a little less vigorous as we stay mostly grounded through the feet. And then just rocking it from side to side. Now finding your center, vis-a-vis left to right. Now we're going to rock it front to back as we lift the toes and lift the heels. Even here we have a little bit of a balance challenge. Notice how your core kicks in to keep your balance. And notice where that's kicking in. I guess it's somewhere close to about 2 or 3 fingers below the navel. And that's going to be your center of balance. Now staying grounded through the heels, grounded through the toes, rocking it front to back. And then finding your center, vis-a-vis front to back. From here, I'll invite you to keep your feet nice and wide, arms by our sides, relaxing our shoulders. Feel free to do this with me. In fact, I'll ask you to do this with me. Ears over shoulders, ears and shoulders over hips, ears, shoulders, hips over heels as we stand tall. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Long through all sides of the neck with a soft tuck of the chin. Starting our practice this morning, just watching as our breath flows in. And as our breath flows out. From this place of just watching your breath, I'll invite you to shape your breath as you find a long, slow breath in. Followed by an equally long, slow breath out. As you breathe in, I'll invite you to bring the air to the top of your chest, the base of your belly, filling up both side waists, filling up both front and back planes of your body. As you breathe out, I'll invite you to engage that center of balance as you draw the low belly in and up, squeezing a little more air out. You're currently lifting the kidneys in and up. Most importantly, besides squeezing some more air out, we're also providing structural support for our low back as you move through these shapes and sequences with that abdominal engagement on the exhalation. Keeping this, finding the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, a go-to breath in many flow practices, slightly constricting the base of your throat, adding a slight sound and feel to your breath. And as we flow through our practice this morning, letting the sound and feel of your breath be a focus for your practice, the sound of which often compared to the sounds of the ocean as the waves wash in and as the waves wash out. Now taking the tip of your tongue to the hard palate just behind the teeth, establishing that tongue loop. Keeping that tongue loop throughout the practice, keeping our jaws relaxed and connecting front and back planes of our bodies. And finally, with your lips closed, adding a slight smile to your face, opening up the front of your throat so your breath has lots of room to circulate, refresh, and revitalize. Keeping all this, lifting the chin tall through the crown, I'll invite you to roll your hands over as we bring our hands by our side. Sun salutation A, we'll take it in pieces. Inhaling arms out to the side and then overhead. On the exhale, hands back down. 2 more times like this. Inhaling arms up. Exhaling arms down. 1 more time, observing the natural rhythm of the shoulders as the arms elevate, the shoulders elevate. As the arms descend, the shoulders descend. Now adding a forward fold, feel free to grab that brick or not. Inhaling arms out to the side and then overhead. On the exhale, finding a forward fold. Take a breath to arc the back, really dipping back hard as we lift chin and tail. On the exhale, tucking chin and tail, really rounding the spine as we puff back hard. On the inhale, arms out to the side, finding your flat back, hinging at the hips, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. 2 more times like this. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, arms over. Take a breath to create length. Keeping that length as we fold and round. Inhaling, finding that flat back, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. 1 more like this, half sun salutation. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Take a breath to arc the back. And then arching the spine as you fold again. More length, not less. Inhaling, finding that flat back, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. Sun salutation A. This first one I will not cue vinyasa. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. On the exhale, finding a forward fold. Take a breath to create length. Keeping that length as we fold again, and then grounding down through your hands as you step it back to down dog, and holding that down dog for a number of breaths. As we hold this first down dog in a practice, I'm going to allow you to walk your dog as you bend one leg deeply and then the other. If your shoulders feel solid and stable this morning, you might add a little swinging or a little sway of the shoulders, tipping of the upper back, front to back. Again, just checking in. How does your body feel? What feels tight? What feels right? What feels somewhere in between? You might play with that neck a little bit as you rock the head from side to side. Just let it be super loose, super casual. Just communing with your body. How does it feel? From this place of movement, I'll invite you to move back towards stillness. Long arms, long legs, long spine, deep full breath. Despite the lack of overt movement, you're still breathing. Your heart's still beating. Your mind's still moving. And by focusing on your breath as it flows in and out, finding a little more space between each breath, each beat of the heart, each thought. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, bending the knees ever so slightly as you lift the tailbone just a little bit higher, finding a little more space in the low back. And then looking between the hands and either stepping or frog jumping in front of. Take a breath to find length when you arrive, arcing the spine. Exhaling, arching the back as you fold again. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. Let's do one more sun salad. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. On the exhale, finding your forward fold. Take a breath to arc the back. And then arching the spine as you ground on down. And this time I will cue vinyasa, keeping the elbows soft as you find a push-up. With or without the knees, your choice. Inhaling into a back bend, be it cobra or up dog. And then back over the toes, feel free to use the knees. As you find your down dog, another choice might be all fours. Maybe you find a child's pose. Always balancing your effort with your ease. Wherever you choose to work, breathing, watching that breath, and enjoying that reflection upon your breath. As we hold down dog, I'd like you to bring your attention to your hands. Lots of strength in the hands. Grounding down between the thumb and the forefingers, we draw the energy up the inseams of the arms. Shoulders engaged, either letting the neck relax and the head be super, super heavy, or long through all sides of the neck as you look back towards your navel. In down dog, long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, bending the knees ever so slightly as you lift the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands, and either stepping or jumping in front. Yogi's choice. Take a breath to create. Exhaling, folding again. Inhaling, hands overhead pose. Exhaling, standing tall. Sun salutation B, a traditional second warm-up exercise. We'll do it flow style. Inhaling into a chair. Exhaling, taking it lower, more strength in your legs. On the inhale, rising on up, engaging your glutes to support a back bend at the top. On the exhale, a big swan dive over. Take a breath to create length. Keeping that length as we fold again and grounding on down and making your way back to down dog as you will. Either cycling through vinyasa or just stretching straight back, your choice. Take your time. Find your flow. Sun Sal B, flow style. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Right leg high to the sky for the three-legged dog. High on the left toes as we stretch out Achilles tendon and calf. And then looking between the hands, pitching that leg even higher. And then sweeping that right foot through, spinning the back heel down, arms out to the side, and then overhead, warrior one. And then riding the breath back to low lunge as you spin that back heel up. And from low lunge, back to down dog as you will. And when you're ready, second side. Big toes touch, heels slap apart. Left leg high to the sky, high on the right toes. Looking between the hands, pitching that leg even higher. And then sweeping that left foot through, spinning the back heel down, arms out to the side. And then overhead, warrior one. And then riding your exhale back to low lunge. And from low lunge, back to down dog as you will. As we hold down dog, coming back to same breath, Samarvriti, long, smooth inhalations in. Equally long, smooth exhalations out.